Baptism and the Passion of Christ, October 24th. Observing all the ordinances. Buried with him in baptism, wherein also ye are risen with him through the faith of the operation of God, who hath raised him from the dead. Colossians 2:12. Christ rested in the tomb on the Sabbath day, and when holy beings of both heaven and earth were astir on the morning of the first day of the week, he arose from the grave to renew his work of teaching his disciples. But this fact does not consecrate the first day of the week and make it a Sabbath. Jesus, prior to his death, established a memorial of the breaking of his body and the spilling of his blood for the sins of the world, in the ordinance of the Lord's Supper, saying, For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. 1 Corinthians 11:26. And the repentant believer who takes the steps required in conversion commemorates in his baptism the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. He goes down into the water in the likeness of Christ's death and burial, and he is raised out of the water in the likeness of his resurrection, to live a new life in Christ Jesus. SDA Bible Commentary 5:1113. The angelic host were filled with amazement as they beheld the sufferings and death of the King of glory. But it was no marvel to them that the Lord of life and glory should break the bands of death, and walk forth from his prison house a triumphant conqueror. Therefore, if either of these events should be commemorated by a day of rest, it is the crucifixion. But I saw that neither of these events were designed to alter or abrogate God's law. On the contrary, they give the strongest proof of its immutability. The Sabbath was instituted in Eden before the fall, and was observed by Adam and Eve, and all the heavenly host. God rested on the seventh day, and blessed and hallowed it. I saw that the Sabbath never will be done away, but that the redeemed saints and all the angelic host will observe it in honor of the great Creator to all eternity. Early Writings 216 and 217. From the Faith I Live By, page 303.